Hello lovely people and welcome to my channel. In today's video I am going to be talking about Infinite Warfare because of the poster leaks recently and what I sort of think the theme of the game will be based off this. Now remember, before this starts, this is all my speculation. There is none of this information out there yet. If it proves to be right, then that would just be awesome, but who knows where it could go from this point. So recently, as you probably know, there were some poster leaks. There was recently a high definition one that leaked. It's so much clearer to see than the ones that had been taken before. For those of you that haven't seen it, there will be a link in the description. I'm not going to put the picture in my video to avoid any copyright at this point, but if you haven't seen it, feel free to go and have a look and then come back and listen to what my thoughts are on it. The poster quite clearly shows the front box art for Infinite Warfare. Generally, the box art shows the single player rather than the multiplayer. So what I'm going to talk about in this video mainly applies to single player, but there's parts of that that always copy over to multiplayer. It's always the same theme. As we saw in Black Ops 3, all the maps are based off the campaign anyway. So I will be going for a single player theme in this video, but it will apply to multiplayer as well. So what does this box art show me personally? It shows me that it's not a space game in its entirety, but it will be set on Earth, but space travel is possible. Let me try and explain this a little bit more. So what I'm getting is that humans have populated maybe another planet in our galaxy, maybe somewhere else completely, somewhere in space, that's all I know. This doesn't sound too far-fetched really. There are current plans to send people to Mars to live one-way trips, and with people talking about global warming and things like that, there's always this conversation about having to populate Mars when the Earth dies. So it's not realistically too out there that people would actually be populating another planet. One of the reasons I'm thinking about this is A, the spaceship in the background doesn't seem to have any obvious weapons on it. So realistically it looks like it would be some sort of public transport ship or supplies transport ship, something like that. That would suggest that we populate somewhere else and we need to take people to those places. Another thing is the guy at the front holding a helmet. The fact he is holding the helmet means that he is able to breathe. So should be on Earth really, unless we've managed to fill another planet with some sort of breathable outer layer, some sort of ozone layer to trap all the oxygen in, something like Earth. But that's quite out there, so I reckon this picture is on Earth somewhere, and that ship might be sending supplies off somewhere further. Also, yes, the helmet does look like an astronaut's helmet, but as you can see on this picture that I quickly grabbed off Google, it also looks fairly similar to a fighter pilot's helmet. So this kind of combination of space looking but also fighter pilot might mean that we have some sort of combat on Earth, which is not wearing it at the minute as I just said, but maybe also in space on ships, maybe floating around. Maybe some sort of fighter spaceships in some form against the enemy. The possibilities for this are very broad and I don't even want to begin to try and guess that. But my point is that it looks like a fighter helmet, so don't jump straight to conclusions that it is definitely an astronaut's helmet. And lastly, it looks like they are standing on an aircraft carrier of some sort. Yes, it is destroyed as you can see the fire and the smoke and things like that. But why would you need an aircraft carrier in space when everything floats? That just doesn't make sense. So this must be somewhere with some form of gravity for an aircraft carrier to need to be there. Most likely on Earth, as I said before, because he is breathing air of some form. So to summarise, I think this game will have combat both on Earth and in space. I don't think it will be an entirely space game, but definitely be set on the Earth with space elements. I also don't think it will be set too far into the future. Obviously the future for this sort of space travel, but not so far that we end up with just pure laser guns and things like that. But I guess we will have to see what comes up when the game comes out. Hopefully we get some more information this week. If you like my initial idea for this, feel free to drop a like. Comment any ideas you have for yourself, what this box art sort of stands out to you as showing. Subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys later. But I want to talk about supply drops really, and how I think they fit in the game and where they're going to be going.